Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, a day for love, and I love chocolate and wine. But for me that means celebrating with a Pepsi Max and a protein bar because chocolate and wine does not really fit into my macros. On Saturday, me and Matt are celebrating Valentine's Day. Normally he cooks me a really nice 3-course meal and we have lots of bread and cheesecake and it is to die for. But this year, obviously on prep, we're a bit more limited. So he did offer to cook, to which I said, do you know what I really fancy? Microwave lasagna and chips. Low maintenance, aren't I? That's what I want. So, Saturday night I'm gonna have low calorie lasagna and chips. Matt will probably have burgers because that's what he always fancies, and we'll have a nice big glass of Pepsi Max. We could fit alcohol into our calories if we wanted to, but I prefer to eat my calories than drink them when dieting, so saving that for maybe a cheeky cone of Halo Top after. Oh my god, if I can sneeze. No, it's gone. Okay. So this year we are not doing presents, but first Valentine's Day as fiancés, I thought I would treat Matt. So I've not told him, so I don't want anything in return because he already gives me enough. So I have booked him in for a sports massage. How romantic of me, but kind of limited to what we can do, to be fair, and he's been moaning for weeks and weeks and weeks that he's aching, so I thought he can go and have a sports massage as a little treat. So I definitely do not want a sports massage, so Matt, if you're watching this and you want to get your own back, no thank you, because they are painful and not relaxing. Send me to a spa. Nice normal deep tissue please. No sports massages for me, thank you very much. I hope you guys have had a good weekend. By the time you're watching this, you probably would have already celebrated Valentine's Day. If you're celebrating Valentine's Day, some of you don't, some of you do. We're kind of like, don't make a massive deal of it, but it's always a good excuse to eat for us because that's what we love doing. So this year is going to be difficult. I have got a baby shower on Saturday afternoon, so in order to fit in my lasagna, chips and ice cream, I'm going to have a really low calorie day. So no food for me at the baby shower and especially no cake, which is going to be hard because I just love cake. But staying strong because I am 110.3 pounds. So I am well on target for my goal of 110 by Sunday. Hopefully I can go below that, that would be great. And then I am on track with this prep, which is great. So I'm gonna get on with my day now. And I will speak to you guys in a little while. Look at that beautiful morning. Lovely. Happy Valentine's Day. We've got up early together to walk Mr. Milo. Don't even know if we're in this shop, but I'm just hoping for the best. Say morning, Matthew. Morning. Getting our cardio in this morning. Just a half an hour walk for this little guy. Then I'm going to go back and have some breakfast. And I got some PTs. Then I'm training push today. I've not been able to get any push workout clips for you guys yet. Just because it's quite hard to record when you don't have a cameraman. But I'll do my best. I might be able to get a couple of clips. So yeah, that is my aim for the day. Happy Valentine's Day. See you guys in a bit.
Well, we were so hungry that we actually forgot to film something. So Dani's just finishing up.
Saving my last bite of lasagna.
So yeah, she's got. I finished about 20 minutes ago, but
it's lovely. But the problem is, I'm still hungry. I just want to be stuffed. Is that too much to ask for? I just
Is
want
that
to be
too much to
stuffed.
ask for? We just want to be stuffed. But this is our Valentine's Day meal.
Mm-hmm.
So happy Valentine's Day. Let's high five. Woo, I'm still hungry.
You should have seen how much salad Matt had.
I had lots of salad, green stuff. You know the green stuff? Lots of it. But yeah, have a great day. Have a nice evening. And we're having Halo Top.
Yeah, we got ice cream.
Half a tub of Halo Top each.
Mm.
I don't even know if that's on it or
I'm
not.
going to eat that again.
We're going to enjoy Halo Top, so
I'm going to lick this plate.
can I lick it?
No.
I don't even know. Can
It's my calories to lick.
You got to wave goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Lowest weigh-in yet. 108.8 pounds. Storm Dennis is in full swing. But it is Sunday. I have just had my lowest weigh-in. Da, 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 da. I am buzzing about that, definitely. Like, considering Friday night I was feeling a bit like, oh, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm fed up. It just goes to show that like hard work paying off and seeing results is like extremely motivating. So I am off to the gym to train legs this morning. And then we'll come back and do check-in photos, which isn't ideal because I've had breakfast, so I'll probably be a little bit bloated. But who cares, because I got my lowest weigh-in today. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm going to do some cardio at the gym as well because I really want to go walking in this weather for like 45 minutes. Yeah, and I'm going to take Taylor swimming, so I'm not actually doing much swimming. It's more like just dossing around in the pool, having a playtime, but it will still be doing something on this miserable day. Hope you are all having a lovely Sunday, and I'll speak to you later, guys. Hey, I said that I would do a Q&A, and I've just remembered as I've gone to upload my YouTube video that I haven't done it. So here we are. I've given up with my hair because we just got back from swimming. I dried it, I straightened it, I went out in the rain, and it looks like this. And it's still peeing it down. So Storm Dennis can do one and I give up. Right, so I'm gonna cipher through these because some of them are just like totally irrelevant, like robot people that just say, hey, follow me. So, first one, how do you stay so disciplined? By not really giving myself room to not be, if that makes sense. So with my calories and stuff, if I was to fall off the wagon at 11 a.m. and have a 300 calorie cookie, for example, I will take that off my calories and I will suffer later on in the day. So it's kind of like trial and error of self-teaching myself that that is what I'm doing. I'm not going over my calories. So if I do have something that isn't going to satisfy me or fill me up for very long, then later on in the day when I'm hungry, because that like a 300 calorie cookie could be a meal for me. I could easily make that into a meal. So yeah, so I'm just going to suffer. And there's not really like any room for me to be making mistakes. Like leading up to like a holiday or something, like no one's going to care if you step out a couple of pounds heavier in your bikini. It's irrelevant. It's only you who you're failing. Whereas on stage for this bikini competition, if I'm not lean enough, like I will stick out like a sore thumb. There'd be no point, like all this effort that I've put in, there will be no point. So I want to go on being the best, like the best position that I can put myself in. So yeah, I set myself goals and targets and I stick to them, basically. If you didn't watch my video on motivation last week, then give that a watch because that is also ways in which I stay disciplined. How do you stay motivated at the weekend? Monday to Friday I'm good, but not on the weekend. Right. This is the story of my life normally. So in normal day-to-day non-prep life, I do really well. in the week and it all goes to pot on the weekend, and I end up just maintaining. And I'm quite happy maintaining, but when I've got a goal or something to work towards, then it comes to a point when you're not making progress and you've got to sort of realise that your weekends are what is ruining it, and that you need to stick to like whatever it is that's ruining it, your exercise regime going out the window, your calories going out the window. That being said, there are things that you can do on the weekend to help you feel like you're having a treat when you're still working towards that goal. So on the weekends, I don't know about you, but I personally wake up a little bit later. When I say later, it's still ridiculously early because I have a child, but it's not like 5 a.m. So everything can get pushed back. So breakfast can get pushed back. I miss like my mid-morning snack, which gives me more calories to have on my dinner. On a Sunday, I do like a big roast dinner, and then in the evening, I don't really want like a proper meal again. So then I'll make myself like a nice snack that I'll enjoy. Like that could be like Halo ice cream, Fibre One, or like loads of Greek yogurt with fruit and stuff like that. So, and then I'll have like a nice snack, like maybe some low-calorie popcorn or something. So I would say if your weekends are ruining your progress, track calories for one. Always recommend tracking calories if you're struggling to see progress, especially with fat loss. And then you can add in the foods that you like, because it is, you know, macros are important and eating healthy is important, but calories is what matters overall. So if you want a McDonald's on the weekend, put it in your calories, and then what you've got left, stick to, basically. And if your issue is going to the gym, just get up and go early. The later you leave it in the day, the less motivation that you are going to have. Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life? Ooh, that's a hard one. I feel like off the top of my head I'm going to say Mila Kunis, just because I love how sarcastic she is, and she never seems to play like a perfect character. She's always a bit, like she plays a character that's always got like a bit of a messy life. So I feel like Mila Kunis would be who I would choose. Best exercises to burn fat. Any exercise. It's all about the calories that you're burning. So if you want to do a 20-minute run and say you burn 300 calories and you enjoy running, that's fine. If you hate running but you love walking, you could walk for 40 minutes and burn 300 calories. Either way, as long as you're in a calorie deficit and you are burning more calories than you are eating, you're going to be burning fat. So strictly speaking, the best exercise for fat burn, like maybe higher calorie burn, is going to be really high intense stuff. But that being said, it doesn't really matter if you don't like high intensity stuff and you don't want to burn as many calories in a really short amount of time. You can burn the same amount of calories doing something a lot lower intensity, something that you enjoy. Horse riding can burn fat, for example. Swimming can burn fat. Playing a game of rounders can burn fat. So it's all about finding what suits you, I think, more than what's the best exercise. Are you prepping yourself this time, or do you have a coach? I am currently prepping myself, and then from 6 weeks out I do have a coach this time. Been off the wagon for so long, starting a game seems nearly impossible. Tips. Start slow. I think a lot of people, myself included in the past, has gone from falling off the wagon, especially like around special occasions like Christmas, and then I try and go all in. So I've massively cut my calories, trying to go to the gym every day, and within a week you've just had enough and you've fallen off the wagon again. So I would say start slow. Give yourself a target that is really achievable. So maybe it might be, today I'm going to, like if you track calories, knock off like 200 into a deficit, so that's a really slight deficit. If you don't track calories, then maybe it might be, I'm not going to eat like a share bar of chocolate today. And in regards to like getting back to exercise, just start small. Like give yourself 2 or 3 sessions that week that you're going to do, and plan for them, rather than trying to do so much that it puts you off and then you're falling off the wagon again and starting back to square one. So start slow, and then as you start to get back into a good routine again, then start up in the intensity. how do you find the willpower to wake up this early in this weather? It's hard, I'm not gonna lie. When it's dark and miserable and raining, the last thing I want to do is get out of bed, but I just know that if I don't, then I'll miss my opportunity to get my cardio in, or go into work early so I can go to the gym on the way back from work. And I just know that that's my window to exercise. So if I don't get up in the morning, I've lost my window, and I have not got up many a times in the past, and then I feel crap for it. So just from experience, my alarm goes off. I do set about 30 alarms, and I also set alarms on my Fitbit watch as well, so that's vibrating. So it takes me quite a while. I give myself a half an hour snooze window. So my first alarm will go off, if I need to be up by 5, my first alarm will go off at 4:30, just to sort of bring me out of a deep sleep, and then I'll snooze for half an hour, and then it's like every minute my alarm's going off until I get out of bed. So, and as well, your body clock will naturally, like if you get into a routine of getting up early, you'll naturally start to get up earlier. So I find even on the weekends when I don't have to be up, I'm awake by 7, which is a little bit irritating, but I'd rather wake up early on the weekends naturally than still be struggling to get up in the weekdays. Would you like more children one day? Looks like you have a lovely balanced family life. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like to think that I have a really nice balance between family. It can be a little bit like a military operation, especially when like me and Matt both want to go to the gym. I normally get up because I'm better at getting up, and like for today, for example, so we got Taylor today, so I got up and went at 8 a.m, 8:30. So that's the point where Taylor was just waking up and she just wants to sit and chill and watch telly for a little bit. And then as soon as I get back, then Matt will go, and then I'll take Taylor swimming while he's at the gym, and then we'll all meet up and spend the rest of the day together. So it can be a little bit of a military operation. I do want more children, or we do want more children. It is something that we've spoken about. Don't know when that's going to happen. I just know that we both want it, but not quite yet. So, but you know, that can change in a heartbeat. So maybe later on in the year, next year, the following year, or it might be like 4 or 5 years. But at some point we do want to add a little sprogling to our family. And I think, one more. Is it normal to gain weight? I'm 2 weeks in doing intense workouts and gained and feel put off. I need to know a little bit more about that. So whoever wrote me that, if you want to message me a little bit more information, because there could be a few things happening here. It could be if you're new to exercise and you're doing weights, then you might be looking down the body recomposition route, because when you're new to weightlifting and resistance training, it is possible to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. It could be water retention. It could be that your appetite has skyrocketed without you necessarily realising it because of all this intense exercise, and you're actually eating more than you think. So I would say if you're still having that problem after 2 weeks, then to start tracking your calories. I know I always say it, but it is my answer to everything, because it has literally opened up a whole new lifestyle for me, being able to track calories. So you can sort of have what you want and see what you're having, and like half the time we don't really realise how high calorie our food is and how much more you can actually eat for those calories if you make a few simple swaps. So if anyone is not making progress or their weight is going up, I would say find out where you are, see if you are actually overeating, undereating, etc., and then you can sort of go from there. So I would say definitely just do a week of tracking calories, see where you are, and then you can sort of assess the situation. But don't panic and don't be put off, because it's always better to be exercising than not, because it is really good for you and all the other health benefits. So that is all my questions today. Thank you for watching. Excuse my fluffy, crappy hair. Hope you had a good weekend and a good Valentine's Day, and I'll catch you next week, guys.